Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Freddie Alexander, and today I want to just talk about my pop assignment. Um, in the abstract, I want to talk about uh, the purpose of the assignment is to focus on building teacher and student relationships to cut down on the amount of behavioral referrals to the office. In the school in which I work in, um, it's a predominantly African American school, probably, not probably, definitely, it's 92%. And in this particular school, I'm finding that in the middle school, that the kids are being sent out at an alarming rate. And that is something that I just wanted to take a look at and see how it is that we can improve the student teacher relationships to help cut down on that number. Um, when I look at it, the when I look at the student data, it showed that in the sixth grade, 48% of the kids were being written up. In the seventh grade, 57%, and in the eighth grade, 52%. Um, this data assessment shows that more than 50% of the middle school kids are being written up on a daily basis for behavioral issues. Now, this, for me, poses a problem for several reasons. One, kids can't learn in the hallway, in the office. They learn in the classroom. The instruction is going on in the classroom. And for the kids to be successful academically, we definitely need to find a way to keep the kids in the classroom. And to do that, we need our teachers to be master managers. And to do that, it's important that we equip our teachers with the proper skills that they need so that they can be successful in the classroom. And I mean, giving them proper behavioral management skills and giving them skills that will help them to work with the kids and get to know the kids and know their families, and not just, with the old way of just, let me send you out the classroom. Because when teachers send children out of the classroom, that becomes an issue, because now you're losing control and authority of the classroom. And if you don't have control and authority of the classroom, it could create a serious problem and issue for you as the teacher. Some of the research and literature that I looked at, was the school to prison pipeline, also known as the school to prison link. Now, this particular article talked about the disproportionate tendency of minors and young adults from disadvantaged backgrounds to become incarcerated because of increasingly harsh school and municipal policies. And we talk about harsh policies, once again, you just want to kick the kid out the classroom instead of, let's find out what the problem is. Let's not be fast to just get rid of the kids, and let's find out what the problem is. In another article, which was talking about in the prison school educational inequality and school discipline, in the age of mass incarceration, the author talks about this metaphor is meant to succinctly capture the process of students experiencing negative school outcomes, leaving school altogether, and winding up caught in the criminal justice system. Now, this is something that we definitely want to get ahead of, because we don't want to be a school where we see that, we're perpetuating anything where we're a part of the prison to school pipeline. what we want to do is be able to prepare these kids to be successful citizens in society so that they can, take care of their families one day and be able to do things of that nature. The next component of the paper was talking about school and community. Now, having knowledge and understanding of the school and the community in which you live in is paramount, because you have to know your subject. You have to know what it is you're dealing with. You have to know the community. You have to know their strengths, their weaknesses, who the stakeholders are, who are the people that you can go to, to keep and help your school function and run. Because if you plan things without understanding the community, then that's when you're in trouble. Especially within the school community, there needs to be opportunities for communication and collaboration, because they all need to be able to work together to accomplish whatever it is that, whatever the plan is that you want to get done. Also, in this section, I talked about the role of the action plan and how the action plan is going to allow my teachers to have better classroom management strategies so that we can cut down on the numbers of referrals in the office. In this next section, it talks about traditional methods and do they work. Yes, some traditional methods work, but the traditional method that we're using, which is just to send the kid out of the classroom, is unacceptable. And we can clearly see that it's not working just because a kid is misbehaving. I think we need to look at why the kid is misbehaving. What are we doing as the teacher to change this misbehavior? What strategies did we use before we look to send the child out? I mean, just to quickly send the child out of the classroom is just, to me, is once again, it's just unacceptable, because there's different things that teachers can do, once again, to manage their classroom and not have to send them straight to the administration. The next section, which is talk about the actual action plan, was grade level data collection, and to have an understanding of why so many children are being thrown out of class and referred to the office. This is something that our team will take a look at. The team will also give the team of teachers a survey to take a look at what strategies that they are currently using, and see if we can fix that or give them some extra tools in their tool belt to use while they're building and working with the students. The next section, which is develop an action plan. The action plan committee will meet, and it is important for them to develop the plan. This is in line with the data collected. We will definitely use, once again, the information from the school to help develop our specific action plan. And the action plan will be specific to the needs of the teachers and the students. Also, incorporating the plan is an assessment instrument that will be able to evaluate the amount of suspensions throughout the year. All of the stakeholders must work together to complete this plan. The evaluation process is paramount, because once again, any action plan, anything that you develop, if you don't evaluate it, you won't get a true assessment on whether it is working, what the strengths are, what the weaknesses are, and how you can fix it. In this particular action plan, I'm going to provide our teachers with various tools that they can use to, once again, help lower the amount of referrals that are being sent to the office. And to do this, I'm going to ask the teachers, once again, here goes. So let me just read off a couple strategies that we said we use. One was to provide clear expectations. Kids love to know what it is expected of them and what do they want to do. 2, routines. Routines allow to keep everything on par. When you have a routine, kids know what's expected. They come in, they do what they're supposed to do. There's not a lot of time for negativity or being off track. The third one was to have specific feedback. You want to give the kids specific feedback on what it is they're learning, so that they can any questions or anything that uncertainties that they may have, they can clean that up with you. Also, it is good to discuss relationship building. Relationship building is important when we talk about that. You need to understand your kids, understand the parents, the backgrounds in which they come from, so that everything is clear. Another strategy I talked about was to give behavior-specific praise. Let them know the behavior that you see that is appropriate, that you like. You love it when kids are ready, have their pencil out, or working within a group, participating, those types of things. And then lastly, multimedia. Multimedia is another tool and a strategy that teachers can use. They can go onto the multimedia nowadays, and you can bring up various different management techniques that they might want to use in their own classrooms, and they can use it in the classroom. I've learned that when you use multimedia, the kids tend to be far more engaged than when you do not use a multimedia component. In conclusion, implementing these strategies in the classroom will empower and equip our teachers with the tools they need to be successful. It is my belief that the teachers that have a good relationship with their students also have a good learning process in their classroom, which makes it easier for the teacher. When the teachers are equipped with the proper tools, this will allow them to have their classroom run smoothly and cut down on the referrals and the negative behaviors. Thank you, and have a nice day.